guys, I just got set up back here. I've done one set already tonight, but this will be the last set, which is the one I always look forward to because it seems that's when I have my best luck as it's getting dark. The wind's okay for this spot. It's not perfect because it is going this way and there's woods down there that they could go through to wind me. But these coyotes shouldn't have been pressured. I don't think anyone's hunted this spot. I've never even been here before. It's in a really good spot. I'm way down in a swamp. There's woods on all sides of me and it took a long time to walk back in here, so I'm pretty far away from any houses or anything like that, so hopefully they're willing to come out in daylight. Gonna try the jackrabbit distress with a hand call today instead of the cottontail, which I normally use, and we'll see if anything commits here and comes out. Having the roughest luck this year. Everything was good up until the end of January, but now I just could not buy a coyote. I've been just pounding the sets, doing like sets on sets on sets, and doing everything right, hitting the right spots, you know, and I haven't had any action in so long. It's just like, oh my god, when is one ever gonna show up? Pretty ironic if one showed up during this interview, but that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Downwind, got to the edge of the field and winded me. I literally just turned over, seen him sitting in the fence row, went straight for the camera, and I turned back and he was gone. And the wind switched and started blowing down there a little bit. He must have winded me and left. Nuts right now. I just wish, like, I'm gonna go down there before I'm done here because I saw him for such a split second before that I turned for the camera because I knew the wind was going that way. I turned, grabbed the camera, turned it on, and I looked back and I couldn't find him again. He was gone. So like in my mind, it's almost like, was your mind playing tricks on you, or did you actually see that? So I'm gonna go down there as soon as it gets dark here with a flashlight, and I'm gonna make sure there's tracks there so I can, you know, either if it was my mind playing tricks on me, I'll stop being so hard on myself because I'm doing that right now. Oh man. You know, it just bugs you because like I work so hard to just get a look at them. I always feel that like if I see them, I can kill them, which is the goal, right? So when I see one and it gets away, oh my god, it's just so hard to get them out in daylight. And I've had such a tough season so far that's just gonna eat at me. I guess I should have had my Ozonics machine out here with me. Alright guys, I'm out here. I just finished hunting. I'm still sitting in the bush right where I was, hunting the whole time. And I'm kind of upset because I've had a real tough go lately with coyote hunting, and I've been hitting it hard. You know, I've been putting in lots of effort, doing everything right. And tonight I came out here, I did this set, and I started off with Jackrabbit Distress, and I sat out here for 40 minutes, and it's just getting dark now. And it's still legal to shoot right now actually, but the camera probably wouldn't work. So anyway, started with Jackrabbit Distress. Then about 15 minutes before it started getting dark, I guess, I did a howl on the howler, like the actual call, which is a higher pitched call. And then I actually just did it with my mouth. I did a howl myself. I let out a couple, and that kind of simulates 2 coyotes, but they were just lone howls, so you know, not aggressive or anything. And then about 5 minutes after that, I did a pup distress, which you know, I've only had that work for me once, but I don't try it a lot because of that. You know, the confidence just isn't there. But I have been trying it a little bit more, and anyway, tonight after I did it, about 2 minutes after I did the pup distress, I looked down to my left, which is the downwind side, and I was worried about this the whole time I was sitting here, you know, because there's a little bit of a bank, a hill that I can't really see down past, and I knew that coyotes could easily just circle through the woods, go down over there, possibly smell me, and leave without me ever even knowing that they were there in the first place. Well, a coyote did make it out to the bush, and it sat on the edge of the bush, in the field, sorry. It made it out to the field, sat on the edge of the bush line, and I looked over, I saw it sitting there, and I turned around, my camera was on the other side of me, so I reached for the camera, turned the camera on, spun it around, and I looked back, and he's gone. And at first I thought I just couldn't find him because it was starting to get a little dark, and but sure enough, he was gone. So the wind must have just been on a little bit of a better angle where he couldn't smell me. It must have just switched, and he smelled me. He was gone like that, because it's only 100 yards away. And you know, I was thinking about doing a video on tips for coyote hunting in the east or in Ontario, because that's where I do it. And that would be my first one, is always expect the coyotes to go downwind, whether it be 5 feet downwind to where the sound's coming from, or 500 yards downwind. They're most likely, most of the time, they're going to go to the downwind side of the sound and check it out. So anyway, I'm gonna go down there, and I'm gonna check if there's tracks, just because I almost don't even want to believe in my mind that it was actually a coyote, because I had such a split second to look at it before I went for the camera, and then he was gone. So it's hard to almost believe myself, like maybe my mind was playing tricks on me, but I clearly saw it. So I just want to go down there to confirm. So I'm gonna go do that in here in a minute, and yeah, I don't really know where I was going with all of this, but I'm just real frustrated, and I wanted to share the experience with you guys. Hopefully I can get one down soon. That's gonna eat at me for a little bit. See those tracks, boys? So for you guys watching this, I just came down here, checked out what happened, and you know, he didn't win me, which is even more of a piss off, because I could have shot him. I just didn't see him. He was blended in so well that where he was standing, I wasn't looking there, I guess, and I just didn't see him. He didn't smell me and run away. What he did was run out in the field, so he was below the knoll that I couldn't see him. And then he actually paralleled the field edge, which would have been to my right, which is a good direction to go. Like, he wouldn't win me over there. And he went that way, and I just never saw him, and he went back in the bush. And I know that he was standing down here listening and watching for
probably at least 10 seconds, 20 seconds he was stopped. Like, it didn't just happen really fast, because I see a spot where there's a ton of tracks in like one little circle where he stopped. So he definitely, like, I know I did the call after again once I thought he was gone, so maybe he just stopped and heard it, and he was probably looking at me the whole time. And oh man, I can't win this year. I cannot win, but just got to keep hammering and grinding away at it. Eventually it'll come together, I guess. Lesson learned: always have a good vantage point of the downwind side. I could see it, but I didn't have the best vantage point that was possible. So I guess I should have done that better. Lesson learned.